Hey y'all, it's your girl Alycia, the counselor. Had to come on this live today, right now, earlier than normal because your girl is livid. That's pretty much the only word I can say. Your girl's livid. But of course, I need to always do some housekeeping. So as you can see, representing Candyology Coaching Services, where our motto is saving relationships, saving lives. I am Alycia Mitchell, MAC, Masters of Arts in Counseling. I'm a Christian counselor, a certified relationship coach, an ordained minister, wedding officiant. I teach married couples communication intimacy skills. I help families learn different communication styles. Of course, I specialize in working with youth and adolescents. I provide newly engaged couples with premarital counseling, and I focus on mental, emotional, and spiritual wellness. And so today, my mental, emotional, and almost spiritual wellness, because I did get me some Jesus yesterday. So thank God that's not being affected. But my mental and my emotional definitely is. So we're going to tap into this. We are going to discuss racism in the medical world. That's pretty much what I'm going to title this, is racism in the medical world. So let me give you a backstory. I was hurt at the previous school I was working at by a student who was bigger than me, who was taller than me. He was a seventh grader, supposed to be eighth grader. That's neither here nor there. It was a child who hurt me. Right. Okay. So this child was in a fight. I broke up the fight round one. Round two, he came to do a sneak and grabbed me, told me, move B, like get the F out the way, threw me into the metal portables. Now I know y'all is as old as I am and know what them portables is like, right? It's metal, it will hurt. So, okay. So your girl had sustained some pretty severe injuries to her neck, shoulder, right arm, all right side, right? So, in the midst of that, I have been fighting with this particular school district since then. Still have not heard from my administration. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I haven't heard from them either. It's fine. We're working. It's fine. So, I now get to the part where workers' comp is trying to decide if I am deemed one disabled based on the situation, right? And if there is actually any real injuries, right? So I go and see a state board doctor about a couple of weeks ago. Took my boo with me because I felt like some mess was gonna happen, right? So I took the boo with me, went to the doctor. Doctor is like, yeah, definitely see some issues with your arm, definitely see issues in your neck, and you don't have enough range of motion, and you don't have this, you don't have that, and then writes a report against everything he said was wrong with me, to the point of completely taking my neck out of the equation. So I have no um, coverage or medical coverage for my neck due to the injuries that I sustained. The neck was the basis of this injury, and then it streamed from the neck all the way down my right arm. Yes, I did hurt my hip because, again, metal portable, whole body hip portable, right? But he was more focused on my hip that I was not complaining about than my neck, which I'm still complaining about. Make sense to you? It doesn't. So since it doesn't make sense to you, hashtag in the chat, girl, that don't make no sense. Cause I know I'm not tripping, right? Like if I say my neck is hurting and I can't do this and I can't move and I can't and I can't and I can't and I can't and I can't, but you go and write a whole report saying, oh, your neck is fine. Okay. So I want to talk to you all about racism in the medical world. So there are actual legitimate studies based on African Americans, mainly women. I'm not saying that men don't experience this too. Okay. I'm not even saying Latinos don't experience this too. What I am saying is that it is very prevalent in the African American community. Okay. That African Americans do not receive the best of care or quality of care as their white counterparts. So, here is actually a statement from one of the studies. Compared with whites, members of racial and ethnic minorities are less likely to receive preventative health services, often receive lower quality of care. They also have worse health outcomes for certain conditions. What? Why are we even dealing with this? Why is that even an issue? If you're supposed to be abiding by your oath that you have taken, right? You have taken the Hippocratic oath. If you're supposed to be abiding by that oath, what does it matter what my skin looks like in order for me to get the care that I need? Why is it an issue for you to actually make sure that I am getting the quality of care that I deserve? Does that then mess with you mentally? Yes, because anytime that the body is hurting physically, it does mess with you mentally. So, no, you don't get quality of sleep. No, you are not operating in correct emotions because you're hurting, right? But they don't see it that way, especially when they don't give the quality of care that you truly deserve. So if that's you or if you've experienced that, be like, girl, me too. Not like the Me Too movement, right? We're not going there because that's a whole nother issue that I could probably do two, three, four, five lives on that. Just that. Anyway, but just be like, girl, that's me too, right? Because I know I'm not alone in this situation where doctors continue to ignore you and don't listen to your pain or they don't listen to what you're actually experiencing. They're just going based on their book knowledge. If I actually took the advice of a doctor's book knowledge, I would have gave up on my child over 3 years ago. There's so much more than the book knowledge. You need to have actual compassion for your patients as well. Like it cannot just be a number and you move on, especially when it comes to African Americans. That's what they see us as. We're a number, just another client of theirs, and then they move right along. No, it is so much more than that. So, I wanted to just bring this to your attention. And even if you need to share this, which I really hope that you do, because I know that there are other women, even other men that have experienced this, that truly feel like they have not been heard in the medical community. There are also other studies and statistics, especially revolving heart conditions, where 80% of African American women who have heart disease, right, are not receiving the best quality of care or the best um, uh, uh, life what is it called, life expectancy, there we go. 80% of those women do not have quality of care or longer life expectancy as compared to over 91% of white women who do. So we're suffering at a rate of over 80% while they're thriving at a rate of 91. Where does that make sense if you're supposed to be doing the same type of care for all? Where does that make sense? Another one is based on cancer, especially the statistic that I was reading was about prostate cancer, more prevalent in African American men. One, because you don't go to the doctor, men, but two, because when you do, they don't hear you or they're not willing to do the extra examination for you right then. They make you wait longer, which means that you're in a further along stage of this cancer than you should be, where you could have found it much sooner and you would have gotten better quality of care and it would have been completely removed. Whether now you're in stage 3 and 4 and there's possibly nothing that they can do. Do you see how there is such a uh, basis of um, not only are they not listening, but they're not giving what we truly deserve? I pay just as much as my white counterparts in healthcare and probably more, right? We're not going to go there. about how we pay more in healthcare and get less services. We're not going to go there. Or you're willing to put us on county services and just let us go on about our business than to actually give us the quality that we deserve, right? We're not going to talk about that. And please hear me out. I am not saying that this is every single white doctor. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying this is every single circumstance. I'm not saying that either. What I am saying is that it has happened more times than it should have, because the one time is one too many. That's what I am saying. So I'm going to close out because I think my blood pressure getting higher, right? Because I'm getting madder about the whole situation. Right. So this is your girl, Alycia, the counselor. I want you guys, please, to share this information because I know I'm not alone. Right. And yes, this was probably more of a rant than good information, but know that your girl's out here and I experience these things just like you do. Right. And I have those same type of arguments and get frustrated just like you do. Okay. But the difference is, I know that I'm going to have to make sure I tend to my own emotions and tend to my own mental health. So I'm probably going to go take a break. But I need you to know you're not alone in this. And that no matter how they make you feel about this situation, there's definitely racism in the medical profession. And so don't let them tell you otherwise. And don't make them let you feel like, oh, it's just me. It is not just you. Okay. So y'all have a wonderful day. Make sure that you like, share, and ring that bell. Okay. And then, of course, you can always reach us at candyologycs.com. You can always call our office here at 972-670-7787. And then, of course, you can always reach us on our social media outlets. We do reach back out to our clients. So we are here if you want to talk, if you've had the same situation or any other situation that you feel you need to talk through your own mental, emotional, or spiritual health. All right. Have a good day. I'll probably see y'all later.